It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Philadelphia Eagles. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. To throw is Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Top go. Top go. Top go. Big dash. Big dash. Come, come. Undercrush.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Down to about the 45. The Eagles at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
Defense,
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a third down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Able to find Isabella. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 9. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Cut 19! Cut 19!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. York able to send this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves. Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-2 matchup.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Here's Pollard again. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 35 on 2nd down, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. He's going to have the first down and then some. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Gives to the first man through, Watt. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in 1st downs, and they pick up 1 here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call running left. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Hurts going deep here for Watkins. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That ball complete to Isabella. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Chubb. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he is going to have a Browns first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go up the middle with Chubb. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Four yards remain for 2nd down. Chubb on the counter. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. But first down, Hurts eluding the pressure right. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
Now a give here to Pollard. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That one good for 37 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Sanders. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 4th-quarter lead. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game, and here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long, but now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
And this one's caught. And their 4th-quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Watson now to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will make this a 19-point game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Steps away. He's going to let it go here for Hillman. And now Watson throws another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback here. Right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Check smash.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 39. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Hey, check that.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Seven Pirates.
Now they send a man in motion right. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Andy Isabella, a 5-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though, probably. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Pollard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the 4th quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Philadelphia, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.